all night. I'm sure someone killed Sam. I'd like to know who.
If the cops find out, they'll be back, and then I'll handle it.
How's Jude feeling now?
Oh, she's okay. She needs a bit of time on her own, that's all.
Yeah, well, I reckon she needs to move to another cell, too.
Yeah, Rabbit, look, Jan and the booze business, was there any at the party?
No, not that I know of. Oh, the bloody ACCUSE can sniff it out.
Would Sam have got hold of any?
No! The only thing she had was the non-alcoholic stuff. Look, we don't know anything about the girl, Laura. Why don't you go and ask Jan? She's the one that screwed it up for the lot of us. Yeah, it's not fair with his telly, telephone, everything.
Is that all you care about? Sam lost her life.
Sorry, Jude.
Look, Jude, we all feel bad about Sam, but I want to find out what was going on at the time. You must have paid a fortune for that brandy. Where'd you get it? I want some answers, lady. You owe it to all of us.
Leave her alone, Myra. Can't you see she's not well?
She's going to be a lot more unwell if I don't find out where she got
I found it. Now just leave me.
Well, it's not good enough, Grant.
Something wrong, Desmond?
Nothing I can't handle, Miss Ferguson.
Good. Right, Mrs. Barry, all present. Give them their duties. Yes, right, Miss Ferguson. Now, laundry, Desmond, Bryant, Patterson, Parslow, Kelly, Grant and Warren. Kitchen, Jenkins, Brody, Fisher and Kennedy. Print shop, Jones, Shaw, Corbett and Addison. That's it, ladies. Thank you.
Just a moment, Mrs. Barry. Jenkins and Warren, come with me.
What for?
Hi.
Governor wants to see you. Now move. The rest of you get to work.
Staff room, Meg Morris. Oh, right, girl. Put him through, will you? Meg Morris here. Yes. Yes, I understand. Well, I can't get away until after 12, though. Right. Thank you.
More bad news?
It's happening all over again.
What is it?
Well, that was the police. They've picked up the second rapist. They want me to come in for an ID at lunchtime.
I'll come with you.
Oh, no, don't be silly. I'll be right.
Yeah, I know, but if I can change my shift around, I'd like to.
Thank you. You'd think I'd be able to cope by now, but
Hey, look, you'll be right. Now sit down and I'll make us a cuppa.
Thanks.
I'm giving you one last chance to speak up before all the women have to suffer. Now, I know about Ray's condition yesterday, and I know he brought brandy into the building. Since Grant wasn't on kitchen duty and you two were, I want to know who gave it to her. Warren?
I don't know anything about it, Mrs. Reynolds. I knew he was really upset, but I didn't know he had brandy here.
Jenkins?
Me neither, Mrs. Reynolds.
All right, then. The punishment still stands for all the women until the culprit owns up. That'll be all.
Mrs. Reynolds, about Sam.
Yes?
Can we go to the funeral?
I'm afraid not.
What about letting...
I'm sorry, Marlene. If the women want to send flowers, I'll arrange it.
Thank you.
Is that all, Governor?
Has Mr. Colby returned my call yet? I see. Well, keep trying until you get him, will you? It's urgent.
Judy, I was just packing Sam's things away. I didn't want you to have to bother.
Oh, thanks very much. What are you going to do with them?
Well, her sister's coming in to collect them later on.
Those two drawings of me. Do you mind if I keep them?
No. I'm sure that'll be all right.
Thanks.
You know, they're quite good, aren't they? What a waste, all that talent. Why is it that all the gifted ones always just seem to throw their lives away?
If they had a choice, they wouldn't, would they?
I suppose her mother's very upset.
Her mother? Her mother didn't give a damn about her. Sam broke out of here to see her mother because she thought she was dying. She knew she'd get extra time, but her mother wouldn't have a bar of her. That bitch doesn't deserve a daughter. Sam's a nice kid.
Come on, Judy.
I don't want to sleep in here tonight. Do you mind? Can you get me moved or something?
Yeah. Speak to Mrs. Reynolds right away.
Thanks.
There's no point in denying it, Mr. Colby. Your associates were most informative. And as for your generous offer of the new appointment, you know what you can do with it. No, I won't reconsider. Goodbye, Mr. Colby.
Have you got a moment?
Yes, come in.
Look, I don't like to ask you this, but is there any chance of having the rest of the day off? Something important's cropped up and, well, Joyce said she'd cover for me.
Yes, of course. Meg told me about the police phoning. I'm glad you're going with her.
Thanks.
Oh, before you go, have you heard any talk about Greenway's suicide amongst the women?
Well, only how upset they are. Why? What's wrong?
The coroner's found burn marks on their hands.
Well, sounds a bit odd. Do they know the cause?
Not yet. I suppose we'll find out shortly. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry, but I've ruined any chance you had of stepping into my shoes here. I've withdrawn my resignation.
That's fantastic, Mrs. Reynolds. Well, I can hang around and get the experience I need. Well, in case you ever change your mind.
I'm not sure how to take that.
How about we get a bit of work done, Janice? Oh, Judy, why don't you sit down, love? You look exhausted.
No, I'm all right. It upset me, that's all, seeing Mrs. Barry cleaning out Sam's things. Her sister's going to come and get them today.
No, I'm sorry. Someone else should have gone and skipped Judy.
No, I'm glad I went. At least I got to keep a couple of those little drawings. I wish I knew who the bitch was that killed her.
You don't think anyone tried to kill her, do you, love? I remember talking to her at the party and then she left to go and get something.
Yes, Eddie. Judy said that you gave her a message.
Yeah, I think it was about one of your presents. Maybe it was from Sam.
No, Sam had already given me hers.
Oh, yeah, a lovely picture. Must have been from somebody else
For
then.
God's sake, Eddie. Try and remember, this is important.
Yes, I know it is. I just can't think what it was, though.
It's probably got nothing to do with it anyway.
It's got everything to do with it. Now, nobody knows better than I do how upset Sam was. She had problems with her mother, but she was getting over them. I'm telling you, she was going to be okay.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of good actresses around here.
She wasn't acting.
So what do you call her attempt with the palette knife? Pretending?
Ah, sorry, mate. Slipped. Yeah, well, we're getting used to your slip-ups, Dirk. Just like your last little attempt.
Yeah, well, it would have worked if you hadn't panicked and warned everyone. We'd been out of here by now.
Oh, really? You were planning on taking us with you, were you, Frank?
Well, wouldn't that have been cosy? And, where were you thinking of letting us off, Frank?
We're going to be in here for a long time together, Frank.
Especially now your two mates are out of action.
Yeah, but you're not off the hook yet, McRae. I've still got a score to settle with you. Yeah, that's right. You better take care of darling Myra, because I'm going to get even with her.
Thanks for that. I know it wasn't easy. But come through and sit down.
Thanks.
Mulhere will be charged with assault and rape.